Hi everyone! We just found out the scientists have been monitoring recently the world ocean. Based on the water stability level, they estimate other important factors such as climate change, the state of the Earth's crust, or incoming natural disasters. So scientists discovered that the oceans and the rivers of the Earth are highly disturbed. Obviously, this fact raises fears not only among big brainheads, but among common people who watch and read the news every day. Of course, it attracted our interest too, and we wanted to find out what is going on with the seas and oceans. Should we build a bunker and start waiting for the apocalypse? Well, in today's video we're going to tell you about this strange phenomenon which has scientists so excited, and then we'll try to find out what we can expect in the future. Let's get it on. The very first signs of this inexplicable anomaly appeared in the port of the city Punta del Este, Uruguay on August the 11th. The waters of the Atlantic Ocean suddenly rushed a few hundred yards away from the shore. Usually the beaches of this city are full and there's barely room to move, but that day the beaches emptied in a couple of hours. The next day, August the 12th, the same phenomenon took place in Brazil in the resort of Porto Alegre and Tramandaí Beach. And then on August the 13th, the same thing happened in Caraguatatuba. After that, Brazilian and Uruguayan beaches looked like dead deserts rather than popular tourist destinations. Many tourists and locals were really afraid because usually this phenomenon is a sign of an approaching tsunami. Right before the appearance of enormous and incredibly dangerous waves, the level of the coast waters lowers drastically, revealing hundreds and even thousands of yards of sea land. Nevertheless, this time the outcome was completely different and inexplicable. In spite of all the fears, there was no tsunami at all. But as you know, nothing ever disappears just like that. Hence the obvious question, where did this huge quantity of water go?
It's gone.
On August the 15th, a couple of days after the events, huge waves in the Pacific Ocean fell on the Chilean coast, which is, by the way, the opposite part of South America. Just imagine how the water traveled in such a short time. According to local resources, the waves were between 16 and 50 feet tall. But how on earth did all this water move from the Atlantic to the Pacific Ocean to hit the opposite coast of the continent? This still remains a mystery.
I don't know.
Maybe it's just an amazing coincidence. What do you think? Despite the disaster in Chile, the absence of a tsunami in Brazil and Uruguay made scientists rack their brains to find a logical explanation to it. According to them, these low tides happen due to storms and the strong northern winds in the ocean. They say this phenomenon already took place on the coast of Uruguay, and not only once. But considering the scale and length of this one, this version cannot possibly be true, so it ought to be something else. We haven't seen any comments from reliable scientific sources, and that means that meteorologists and geologists still don't have any answers to explain what's going on. So since even the intelligent guys don't say anything, there's no way to avoid rumors and theories. The mysterious phenomenon got so many people thinking that there's some global catastrophe coming. Some people think the poles of the Earth are going to switch, which can cause a cataclysm in the ocean. Others believe that a huge methane bubble is going to explode, which is even more scary. Anyway, scientists still couldn't find an adequate explanation for this bizarre phenomenon. Or if they did, they have decided to keep the information to themselves and not scare the shit out of everyone. But we want to know your opinion. What can we expect in the future? Tell us your theories in the comments below because we're dying to know.